Hello, everybody. My name is Alex.
My name's Eric.
Damn, Jode.
And welcome to the Immature Hour podcast number 27. E3 edition.
Does it get like a second swipe for E3? I'll take it.
You get the honorable mention swipe.
Oh, shit.
So
E3 2017.
So did anybody pay attention to our predictions?
yes.
Yes.
Was any of them right?
I didn't get a goddamn burnout. Burnout. Okay, I was kind of right, though. Because that new Need for Speed looks very Burnout-ish. It's got, like, the car crashing and stuff.
Yeah.
One of us mentioned Metroid. That happened.
Yeah, I think
Metroid's
it was you.
Wasn't me? Yeah.
I believe
Metroid
so, yeah.
Prime 4. Plus,
Also, there's a DS one
yeah,
coming
DS one that's a remake of the second game or something like
out.
that.
Yeah.
Also, they announced a Monster Hunter game. Did one of us mention Monster Hunter?
Nobody mentioned Monster Hunter.
Okay.
But damn, that one looks good.
I would say,
I actually might get into Monster Hunter now.
Yeah.
well, it's, from what I heard, so it's Monster Hunter Worlds, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's gonna be for, I think it was Switch and.
No, it was all consoles. It was
That's
PS4,
yeah, it was
Xbox One.
Yeah, I think that's really interesting. I think that's really interesting that it's going to be on all consoles. But yeah, from what I heard, like especially from people who are Monster Hunter fans, it's going to be like more of like a slightly casual version. Mm-hmm. But I think that's going to be good to get people introduced into the series.
I will say it looks more like, because from what I've understood of Monster Hunter, you basically like go beat the shit out of some monster that you're hunting.
Yeah.
And you grind it until you get the parts you need to make either weapons or armor.
So it's like World of Warcraft.
More grindy.
Ugh.
But this one actually looks like you have to stalk and hunt your prey, and actually like make traps and shit to hunt them.
That actually sounds really similar to like Witcher 3.
Which that's what gets me about it is like the actual stalking your prey and like hunting it instead of just like, oh, I'm gonna go area 3 and beat the shit out of this thing until like I get the horn I need for my sword.
I got you. The Sorny Horde.
I played a little bit of Monster Hunter. It's either 3 Ultimate or 4 Ultimate. That was on the Wii U.
That was Monster Hunter Try.
What was it called? Try?
I think so. I could be wrong.
I think it was 3 Ultimate. But excuse me. Thank you. Alex is moving around my setup. So,
You're welcome.
yeah, whatever. I sucked at it. I was god awful at it. It's because like you don't kill the monsters, like you trap them, right?
No, you can kill the monsters, I think.
You can kill the monsters. I
don't fucking know. I never played Monster Hunter.
I played the demo for the
thought
one
you
on
had.
DS.
I played the demo for the one on Switch, I think. And not Switch, Wii U.
Okay.
Switch U.
Switch you.
Wii U, Wii U.
I don't know, but yeah, I was terrible at it, but I don't know. That one looked like a lot of fun with the grapple hook and everything swinging around, and I don't know. It looked really awesome though. I was really excited about it, and then
Attack on Monster Hunter.
and then after the trailer for Monster Hunter Worlds, I fucking girly screamed over that goddamn Shadow of the Colossus remake.
Oh, the Shadow of the Colossus reboot? Yeah.
It looks so good.
See, I didn't actually watch all of E3, but like everything that everybody was like, oh, hey, like this is coming out. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go watch a trailer for it.
I watched like 90% of E3.
Yeah, I
Just because
I didn't get a chance to watch much of it. I paid attention a lot to like games that were being announced, and I tried to go at least inform myself of them.
Yeah.
But I had to work way too much to be able to pay attention to it. I know that the new BioWare game Anthem looks really cool.
Yes.
I'm actually really interested in that game.
Well, okay, so like, let's go through each conference. So I think Microsoft was the first conference.
No, I think
EA was.
EA was. I didn't catch.
So yeah,
EA's.
Microsoft was the first conference.
I felt like Microsoft's conference was actually pretty good because, so It's kind of difficult to say because a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, Sony's conference was better than Microsoft," or like Sony won. But it's kind of
They're
hard to
kind of
say
on
that.
par.
Well,
like they're
it's-
both the same.
It's also kind of hard to say because just because a game was shown at a specific conference doesn't mean it is an exclusive to that one.
Exactly.
So, for instance, Anthem was showed at the Xbox or at the Microsoft conference,
It's
but
by no
Anthem is
means
across all
exclusive.
consoles.
Yeah.
Same thing with like a lot of other games.
Assassin's Creed was showed off first.
Dude, Assassin's Creed, the new one actually looks fucking
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, it does. I'm actually kind of interested in it. But I will say this is the Assassin's Creed that's going to make it or break it. I
Oh,
cannot
absolutely.
speak today.
Yeah, I can't. After this one, I can't give them another chance.
Yeah, like if this one sucks, I'm done. I'm totally done. You had an extra year to work on something decent, which looks like it's showing because they added a lot of cool elements to it. You got, first off, like, it takes place even before the first Assassin's Creed game. As far as like the setting, yeah.
It's the origin. That's why.
You like level up your character. Like,
I know.
He's got like armor and stuff that has stats on them, which is pretty neat.
I love RPG elements.
From what I saw, it looked like that. Yeah, there was a lot of like RPG elements as like your weapons are. I don't know what the like correct term for it is, but they're like colored. So you have like your gray and your greens.
Oh yeah, like they have
and your blues.
like rarities and stuff.
And it probably was my imagination that saw that, but
No, they look like, if I'm not mistaken, they had that.
okay,
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like that's the one thing that I have to give Ubisoft props for is even though like they make a lot of mistakes with their games, like recently they have learned from their mistakes and actually like taking good elements to move forward. And I feel like nowadays, especially amongst hardcore gamers, RPG elements are huge. Like especially when you have an open world game like that, like to not have RPG elements is kind of silly at this point.
Like honestly, to me, it's not even like RPG elements; it's just customization.
Yeah, I feel what you mean. Like
I don't
they're
need to-
mostly associated with RPGs, like as far as where they come from, but I don't think it has to necessarily apply to that. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like Assassin's Creed Origins doesn't look like an RPG. Like, it looks like an action adventure game with like customization, like you said. But
All right, so we were like, let's start with EA, and then we jumped to Ubisoft. So EA, was there any
nope,
good
that's
games
why I
from those?
skipped it.
No Mirror's Edge, no.
I feel like the Mirror's Edge Catalyst kind of bombed.
It did. It sure did.
Like, I enjoyed it while I was playing it, but I lost interest very quick.
I feel like Mirror's Edge was one of those games that was best left in our memories, like as like a.
Well,
as a
no, it's
nostalgia
not that.
machine.
I
It's not
think
that.
I think we needed a sequel or a prequel.
You needed a better sequel.
Exactly.
That's the issue. The issue is the game, at its core, is a fantastic idea, and should have been handled way better than Catalyst was. That's just the way it is, because there's no reason why a game like that can't work.
Right.
Like, it's a solid idea. What was I
Right.
gonna say?
So Microsoft.
Microsoft's conference. One thing I found really interesting was backwards compatibility for Xbox original games now.
That was really interesting too. I'm actually really surprised that they announced that.
Who the fuck still has an Xbox original game, though?
That's going to be the issue, but there are some like I think that's really interesting that they're doing that because there's a lot of nostalgia people like John who he loves like retro-ish games, which I mean I would consider the original Xbox a retro console now at this point. It came out 17 years ago. Cool, it came out 17 years ago. Holy shit,
There's no way.
dude! The original Xbox came out around like 2000.
Yeah, you're right.
Fuck, dude.
Man,
We're old as balls.
We're old. Lordy G.
No, that can't be right.
No, the Xbox came out around that time.
No, yeah, because the Xbox 360 came out in like
Just accept it,
2006.
We're fucking geezers now.
Yeah.
2007,
And I think Halo
2006.
4 was 2004.
No, Halo 4 didn't. Halo 4 came out for the Xbox 360 back in like 2000.
No,
Eight?
sorry, not Halo 4. Halo 2. Sorry.
Yeah.
Halo 2 was
Yeah.
2004.
Fuck, dude. We're old as butts.
Yeah.
Um,
I didn't hop on the Halo wagon until 3.
I played a little bit of Halo 2. I mostly played on like multiplayer, not online multiplayer, but multiplayer. But yeah, so the I think it's a really interesting idea that they did that because there's a lot of like original Xbox games that are like cult hits. Like you have like for me like one of my favorite games on there was Blinks the Time Sweeper.
Oh yes.
I fucking loved
Oh,
Blinks.
that game's so good.
Also, just like games like that, like Gauntlet Dark Legacy. I fucking loved Gauntlet Dark Legacy.
Gauntlet in general is just a cool game.
Like I love games like that, and so I think it's really cool that they're bringing that functionality to it. I'm actually really surprised that they were able to, because I know originally whenever they started the Xbox 360, they're like, we can't do backwards compatibility for all games. And then with the Xbox One, they're like, we physically cannot do backwards compatibility with any consoles. And then they were able to figure out a way to do it.
Yeah.
Like I think it's a really interesting thing.
My only concern is like, even if you have old Xbox games, do they still even work?
Well, and that's also the other thing is like, I feel like that's going to be a good business thing. Like that's going to be a good business tactic for Microsoft, just being inclusive with their games. But I feel like that there's going to be a very small percentage of people who actually take advantage of it.
Right.
But I do think it's a cool feature that they're
definitely
adding. I think that's really cool that they're adding to that, and they're.
I mean, could you imagine if the PS4 was backwards compatible all the way back to PS1?
Dude, that would.
I still have some PS1 games that are in like fantastic condition.
That would sell PlayStations. That would sell PlayStation 4s.
Yeah, it would.
I tell you that right now. I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
So, Microsoft, I will probably have the unpopular opinion amongst us in that, like, I'm actually excited about the Xbox One X.
Yeah. Here's my thing. Like, there are not enough 4K TVs in households yet for that to... There are not enough 4K TVs in households yet for...
I'm going to have to disagree with you in that one. I have, right now 4K TVs are, you can get a 50-inch 4K TV for $500 at Best Buy. 4K TVs are cheap as balls now.
Really?
They are very
I guess
cheap.
we're going to Best Buy after this.
Like
Did you not know that either?
I didn't know.
Dude,
Yeah.
4K TVs are so cheap now. Now if you go into like the fancy ones, like the bigger smart TVs that are like curved screens and shit like that, then they get expensive. But you can get like 45, 50, 55-inch 4K TVs for less than $800.
Yeah.
They're very, very consumer-friendly priced now.
My only other thing is, like, how many games are actually going to utilize the processing power in the system?
Well, that's the thing is, so if you think of it on a hardware perspective, there's a reason why a lot of gaming companies will produce games on PC only versus console, because there's less restrictions that have to be had. They have more power that they can work with as a whole, so they don't have to restrict themselves as much. That's why you'll see big games like, let's say, like DayZ that are on, and I know it's kind of a bad example, but it's the first example that popped to mind, on console, and I mean on PC and on console, because less restrictions that allow them to have more free reign to be able to add more things, and they don't have to have as tight knit of control over like polygon size and like all that. So I think that's going to be beneficial.
I will say real quick, Arma is a better example.
Yeah, there you go. But it still stands. Like
Right.
there are a lot of games where they had to dumb down the graphics significantly for console, even though consoles are powerful. Now they can actually, developers can actually have a lot more freedom to, like, put in better graphics. Because unfortunately, like, we can have really good graphics for console, but it'll never match up to PC just because of the sheer power that a PC can have versus a console. And I think that the Xbox One X kind of bridges that gap.
And I get that, but my concern is that how many companies are going to utilize that extra power? You know what I mean? Like,
I think more than we think. That's my own personal opinion, though. So,
I don't know. I mean, only time will tell, but it's...
I mean, with that $500 price tag, I'm probably going to trade my Xbox One in towards
yeah.
a One X, but that's just going to be like, just to stay ahead of the curve. And
So, just as a proof of concept, you can get an Insignia 43-inch 4K Ultra HD TV
not sponsored by Insignia.
for $400.
How big is it again?
43-inch.
That's like about that size. That's a 45.
No, this is a 42, so it's actually a little bit bigger
Okay.
than this one.
What the fuck?
And to put that in perspective, for like 8 years ago, I paid $700 for that TV.
Damn.
Like I said, dude, TVs are getting cheap.
Damn.
You can even get a Sony brand 50-inch for $650, which Sony makes really good
Is
TVs.
this all
Yeah.
at Best Buy?
I'm looking Best Buy online right now. So even if you go to Amazon, you can get them even cheaper.
Fuck.
But I would say I probably have the unpopular opinion for the Xbox One X, but I'm actually surprised that they went as cheap as $500 for it. I was expecting at least $600. Like that was the price range I was expecting, just because of the amount.
It's pretty much a new console.
Yeah, and especially with the amount of power that they put into it, I was expecting them to go 600. To me, 500 is a great deal because that's how much I paid for my brand new Xbox One.
Right.
And so, like Jody said, like if I can get a decent price for trading in one of my Xbox, because I have two Xbox Ones, if I can get a decent price for trading in one of them towards an Xbox One X, I'll get it. To be honest, I only need one Xbox anymore because I don't play mine as much. Caitlin mostly plays it. So I would trade in both of mine towards the Xbox One X.
Yeah.
If I could. Especially since it's going to work with all games, and then it's going to do similar to the PlayStation Pro, where it's going to all non-native 4K
It
games.
bumps it up to 4K.
It's gonna upres them to 4K through hypersampling. Very similar to the PlayStation Pro. The only difference is that it will actually be able to play native things in native 4K instead of just upresing, which I think is really cool. So I'm personally excited about it, but I know not a lot of people are, which is totally okay. Like I get that.
What else? I mean, it's not exclusive, but they announced Anthem.
Anthem,
Which,
it
after
looks
seeing
awesome.
the footage for Anthem, I realize now why Andromeda flopped.
Dude, it looks really cool because it actually reminds me a little bit of like Evolve, but done proper. Like
Iron Man Simulator.
Architecture Simulator.
Nope. Iron Man Simulator.
Man
Dude, it
Simulator.
looks fucking cool though.
It does though.
Like, because especially like, Jody and I, like, we're really big like multiplayer co-op gamers. Like, we play a fuck ton of co-op games together, and we have for years. And so, like, having a game like that is going to be really, really fun.
My thing is, like, if it's what I'm thinking it's gonna be like, I'm perfectly fine with this. But it looks like a Destiny game with BioWare dialogue moments. Like, I'm totally sold on that. And they didn't show like the dialogue sequence or anything like that. They didn't show like the conversation bubble or whatever. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna do that.
I will say,
Destiny, I'm out.
What will sell me on Anthem is being able to customize your exoskeleton, or whatever the fuck the suit is. Like, if I could put like dual rocket launchers on the back and like minigun arms and shit, then yeah, I'm gonna get it. But I'm probably gonna get it no matter what. But that's gonna be what sells me is customization on the suit.
I want to talk about one thing though that's gonna segue into the next conference that I want to talk about.
Well,
But what?
I would say they still have a little bit more to talk about from Microsoft. That I want
Okay.
to talk about. So I'm actually
I'll go back to it then.
okay. Yeah. I'm really, really excited about Sea of Thieves because they showed more footage for it.
It actually looks kind of fun. I don't know if I would play it for a long time unless I had a bunch of friends to play it with.
Exactly.
But it looks like a decent little like pirate game.
It looks like it seems fun, but it seems like one of those games that you can only play when you have
People to
your
play with.
full crew together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like, I'm not about to get Sea of Thieves and play that shit by myself.
Oh, absolutely not.
But Skull and Bones, on the other hand,
Yeah, that was
or is that
the
should I hold that
Ubisoft
for
conference.
Ubisoft?
Yeah, let's hold that for
Okay.
Ubisoft. Because like I said, there's some games that y'all are going to talk about that I have no idea about yet. Like that one I never heard of. Also, they finally gave Cuphead a release date.
I'm so happy about that.
Cuphead.
It's that like
It looks like
retro,
a 50s cartoon
like it's like a side scroller game.
shoot 'em up.
You would recognize
Look it up.
if you saw
It's
the
a
characters.
fantastic art style. Like it's really cool looking. Oh, I love it.
Now, are we sure it's Cuphead and not Cuphead?
It's Cuphead.
I've literally never heard of this.
They announced it at E3 like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's been in development.
It's been in development for a while. Think of it as like a almost like a old like retro cartoon side scroller version of Castle Crashers.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
So they finally gave a release date for that.
Forza 7.
I don't really care about Forza. It looks beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but I don't give a shit about Forza.
I like that we were only covering the shit to be cared about.
I mean, well, duh. That's all that matters. I'm trying to see if anything else that I might not have noticed. Please hold. No.
Loading.
Oh, they have the new Ori game that they announced. The sequel to Ori and the Blind Forest.
True.
It's Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Life is Strange prequel thing got announced.
Mm-hmm. What else? Oh shit! They announced Hello Neighbor for Xbox One. I didn't realize that.
That'd be a cool VR game.
That would be a cool VR game.
Everything would be a cool VR game.
Fucking
everything.
And they had the Terry Crews Crackdown 3 video. Dude, Terry Crews is my fucking hero. I love Terry Crews.
Earning that paycheck. Holy shit.
So they did a like a trailer and shit for Crackdown 3, and Terry Crews was in the actual like cinematic for Crackdown 3. Like they CG'd him into one of the like fucking armor suits, like shit destroying behind him. It was awesome.
So is that gonna be a 1X or is that gonna be just a 1? Crackdown 3.
It's most likely going to be 1, but all games will be able to be played on the 1X as well.
It'd be a lot cooler if it was a 1X.
I mean, I really don't know. They could announce it for the 1X as well. Oh, and then
also, I hope it's real. Or is Crackdown 3 already out?
No. Crackdown 3. They announced it originally whenever they announced the Xbox One.
That's what it was.
But I think it's supposed to be coming out either later this year or early next year. And then apparently they announced Conan Exiles for Xbox One.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Fucking like nudity simulator in the desert.
It's like Ark with tits and dick.
So like Ark.
Yeah.
And apparently magic.
Yeah, because you can like get like these like fucking summoning things where you can summon giant deities to destroy
giant king DDDs.
Yeah, to destroy fucking everything. But yeah, so I think that's pretty much it for the Xbox One that I'm looking at that I really give a shit about.
Okay. Let's go back to Anthem.
Okay.
The one thing that bothered the shit out of me during that demo was the goddamn not in-game, but like player commentary.
That was
Kim,
obvious.
you could use the XP.
Yeah, that obviously wasn't real. That was
like
a total after fact.
Like no one talks like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they have you ever seen a fucking game like they always do that shit. They always do that shit. Like whenever.
But why?
Like it's
cringy.
It is, but it's also to kind of describe. Like I get it. Like I agree with you. Like I'm not trying to excuse this. It's fucking awful. But I can kind of get why they would do it because it kind of helps describe like a little bit more of the functions because you wouldn't know that it was like an RPG style level up game unless they explained that. Like saying like, oh, you can use the XP. So like that alone allows us to determine, oh, you get experience from killing monsters. So that means there's gonna be a level up system.
Man, you're really good at playing devil's advocate, but I'm still gonna have to be like, no, there's no excuse for it.
That was like whenever they announced the Division, like the fucking the commentary during the Division was fucking
I will
awful.
say, the one good thing about the commentary with the Division was at the very end when he's like, "Oh, by the way, sorry guys," and he shoots everyone in the back. I was like, "Fuck, dude! Like that's brutal." And then you can't do that.
You can in the Dark Zone.
Fuck the Dark Zone, dude.
Right.
Dark Zone don't count.
Dark Zone's fucking terrible place.
It is. It's a place.
It's a place where rage goes and lives.
I would say God abandoned that place a long time ago. like Grand Theft Auto 5 Online is like the Dark Zone, but at all times.
Jesus.
But yeah. So.
But no, my point was, did you guys see the Devolver Digital conference?
No.
The what now?
Devolver Digital. Watch the Devolver Digital conference. I say conference with hard quotes over conference. It was pre-recorded, and it was satirical. The entire thing was satirical.
That sounds about right. Devolver Digital is pretty like that.
The entire thing was basically a giant shitpost on E3 conferences and the type of shit that happens in gaming culture with like developers and consumers.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. Like, it was extremely over the top and kind of crazy at times, but the point was still made that there's a lot of practices that game developers do that are kind of bullshit. They had this whole joke about earliest access, where like as soon as a game is conceived, you can pay money for it. Like it was, I don't know, it was fantastic. Like the whole thing was like, and then they like wheeled out a computer, and then they had a viewer walk out on stage and literally throw money at the computer. Like, it was great.
That's fucking awesome.
It was so good. But yeah, like, watch that conference. I don't even think it's 30 minutes. I think it's like a 20-minute conference, but it's perfect.
Dude, there's one fucking game that I completely forgot to even mention whenever we were talking about Xbox. The fucking new Metro game.
Oh yeah, new Metro.
The game looked really, really cool.
It did. It did look really cool.
It looked beautiful too.
I still need to play the Metro games. I'm saying Metroid. The Metro games. They look very different for a shooter. Like they have this weird thing where like you use the lighter and stuff, and isn't it set in like Russia? It's set in Russia, right?
Probably. I mean, I'm sure I saw some vodka somewhere in there. So
I will say I think you can get both of them for like
$15
Yeah,
maybe.
they're pretty cheap.
No,
But I can get
maybe like $30.
the Metro Redo or whatever.
Yeah,
for
Redux.
Redux.
The originals are cheap, but you can get the Redux for like, I don't know, maybe $30.
Yeah, it comes with both of them. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Yeah, the new Metro looks good.
So I guess we should transition to Bethesda, which is probably the most underwhelming one.
Probably the most
Yes.
controversial one.
Yeah, so I didn't get a chance to watch the Bethesda one because I had to open at work the next morning, and it wasn't until 11 p.m. our time.
This is Bethesda's third conference, right? At E3.
I
Third.
wanna
It's
say,
either
yeah.
it's either second or third.
Yeah. So, like, I guess I want to go in and saying, like, I didn't expect them to even show anything at, like...
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I've noticed with the Bethesda conferences is, like, you kind of don't know what to expect. And I think part of that's because they're new to E3 conferences.
But man, that being said,
they're also kind of like a wild card. Like, you never know...
Yeah, like,
what
fucking 2 years ago, whenever they're like, guess what? Fallout 4 comes out in 2 months, and today there's a free mobile game for Fallout.
Like, that's some crazy
Get
shit.
fucked.
Yeah. Like, they threw down the first conference.
Right, dude?
And-
Like, fucking, like, that's the way you do an E3 conference.
Yeah. This year... So, like, don't get me wrong. I was super excited to see that, like, at that conference, they announced Doom is going to be VR.
Fallout 4 will be VR.
Fallout 4 will be VR, and then they announced later at a different conference that Skyrim is actually going to be VR as well.
Well, they announced it at the Sony one because it's coming out for PSVR specifically.
That's actually, I was about to bring that up. Like, that raises a question: is the Skyrim VR going to be PlayStation exclusive VR? Like,
it's going to be on PC as well, I think.
Because Resident Evil is purely like the VR is only on PSVR.
Yeah,
And-
possible.
Yeah, there is like. Let me give me a second.
Which that'll give me another reason to fucking get a second VR headset.
My thing is,
Let's see.
excuse me, how many times are they going to redo Skyrim?
Dude,
It's a joke now.
They are milking the fuck out of Skyrim. They're gonna get every single last drop they can out of it.
Is Skyrim like the perfect game or something that like it just needs to be
Not
redone
anymore.
a million times?
Not anymore.
But that's also the things that blows my mind because that's like not really that's not Bethesda's style at all for them to even go about doing that. That really surprised me that they're doing that.
Yeah.
Because
How many
that-
systems is Skyrim on?
like that's like a Nintendo level shit thing to do.
Like,
It was on, so it's been on PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 4. It's going to be on the Switch. It's on PC, and it's now going to be on PSVR.
it just, I feel like it's like been more than that though, and I guess it's just because how many times they announce
Well,
it. Like,
the thing is, there's two versions on the Xbox 360 and PS3. I'm pretty sure there's two versions on
oh yeah, they
the
did.
Xbox One and PS4. And there's been multiple versions on the PC.
No, I think there's only so. It
Because
was
there's the Legendary Edition or whatever.
yeah, but
for
that was
PS-
the only one that
PS4.
came out for the PS4 and Xbox One was Legendary Edition.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
so
true.
the mods and all that is an update.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know on PC, which I will give them that for PC. I had the original version of Skyrim. Whenever they released the Legendary Edition,
They give you the upgraded.
I got
version.
it for free.
Yeah.
Because I already had Skyrim, which the right way to do it.
Right.
I think like because 2K Games, 2K Games who did BioShock, they did the same thing.
Right.
Whenever they did the remastered version of BioShock, because I already had BioShock 1 and 2, they gave me the remastered versions for free.
Yeah.
Like to me, like that's like the right way to approach those things.
Right.
I just think it's really, really bizarre that you have to buy a whole new version of Skyrim. Which, granted, I get it. Like they had to do probably a lot of heavy modification to the game, but still, like
Honestly, why waste the time?
yeah, especially.
Instead of redoing Skyrim, they should be working on Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, which a lot of people were
Who's to say they're not doing that though? Maybe they keep pumping out. They're like, "Oh, just give them another Skyrim while we're building this shit." Like,
Just throw fucking Skyrims at him, distract him.
throw Skyrims at it.
I mean, but that's also the other thing is like I guess that could be the case because Bethesda's like the master of like keeping shit under lock and key. Like
Right.
nobody expected Fallout 4. Like people had like theories, but like
At least not that early.
they kept it so tight-lipped. Like, I will say though, I'm super excited about being able to play Fallout 4 in Vive.
Yeah.
Like that, like
that
as
sounds
lo-
amazing.
As long as I don't have to buy another version of Fallout 4, then I'm going to be fucking
Right.
excited about
The
it.
only thing that worries me about VR is, it has the locomotion, which is gonna make me fucking sick.
Yeah,
it
actually,
doesn't have the teleport option.
I don't know.
well, I think Patrick. I was talking to Patrick about it last night, and I think Patrick said that they're going to be doing the teleport in the PSVR version of Skyrim. So I don't know why they wouldn't do it in Fallout.
I mean, they'll
and they're
probably
doing
give
it
you
in
an option.
Doom too. Doom has the teleport.
They'll probably give you the option.
Yeah, because same dude. Like that locomotion makes me fucking sick.
Resident Evil made me a little queasy sometimes.
Why?
playing
Because it did the locomotion
yeah,
as well.
yeah. There's no teleport.
Which I get it, because the teleport can be kind of cheap whenever you're playing, because you can just like teleport around enemies, and it makes it to where it's a little unfair on your side.
Yeah.
But man, like that locomotion. Blech.
It depends on how it's done. Like in Resident Evil, what they did when you're turning is they rotate you in 30-degree intervals instead of the smooth turn, which you can change it to the smooth turn if you want. But the 30-degree increments actually made it a lot easier. The only thing that was really weird for me was if I was like going downstairs. I imagine your physical body is sitting completely still, but in the game you're moving forward and down at the
Oh,
same
wow.
time, and that yeah, like, your brain is like.
I will say, I found it's a bracelet. It's like $100, but it's supposed to send like pulses through your arm to help with motion sickness and shit.
I might have to look into that.
That's interesting.
Because
I
like,
will say the thing that sucks, but it's a fucking $100 bracelet.
but at the
Ooh.
same time, it's like if
It
you think about
produces-
investment wise, especially if like, let's say if you want to do a lot of traveling and you get motion sick really easily, like that's cheaper than having to buy patches over many
Yeah,
years.
and it also helps with morning sickness and shit.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah,
You know, I have that morning sickness.
I mean,
I'm pregnant
I
as
have morning
fuck.
sickness.
Dude, I'm actually looking at this list, and I know this is kind of off topic, but apparently they announced Gang Beasts for PSVR.
What?
Yeah, that's what it says right here. It says Gang Beasts PSVR.
That sounds amazing.
Right?
Yes, please.
How
That game was fun as shit.
how that work though?
I don't fucking know.
Like, are you gonna be
Dude,
in your little drunk ass
first
fucking
person Gang Beast, that'd be fucking hilarious.
or is it gonna be like there's a fifth person in the VR that's like fucking with everybody while they're fighting?
Oh, kind of like Mass Exodus style?
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
Both would be pretty cool.
I'm just imagining like freaking out as you're getting thrown into a lava pit. Like, yeah. But
So,
oh, and then the controversial part of Bethesda's conference was that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like they're trying to do
Paid mods again.
paid mods.
For Skyrim.
Yes.
It's a little bit different than what they did in the past. I haven't done enough research to know exactly how it is, but it's like they're creators, whatever. And from what I was looking, it looks like that it's a non-traditional currency, like it's like coins or points. It's not
Yeah.
like actual
Yeah.
dollars. So I don't know if it's like if you spend time on there, like voting and stuff, you can earn points, or if you have to pay a real life currency for it. I don't know how it's gonna work.
Yeah.
I will say, like, if you have to pay real money for it, there needs to be a way for me to, like, try out the mod or see the mod.
Yeah,
because
because if you're just playing blindly for a mod that may not work well, for what
or
you're trying
that
to
is
do,
absolute
or-
trash.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's also the other thing is from what it looked like, Bethesda's gonna be vetting the mods very harshly.
Or that if they screen the mods before they upload them, then that's fine because I'm 100% for supporting modders
yeah,
because that's not an easy thing to do.
it takes a lot of fucking time.
Right. So like I'm 100% for supporting modders, but if they're letting anyone upload shit to this creation center or whatever, like cuz I've downloaded some mods that were fucking terrible.
yeah.
And like some mods even broke the game, like literally broke the game. So I'm like 100% for like supporting modders, but if they do like some kind of like there's a way to earn the coins instead of paying for them, I think that would be even better.
Yeah.
Or if they did both, where
Yeah.
you could like, hey, here's $20, give me like 5,000 coins.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really interesting. I feel like that to kind of go on that similar topic. I feel like Ark did a really good job of like going about like paid mods. Like instead of the consumer paying for them, basically like the more that consumers used the mods, like a wild card would actually find the developer of the mod and basically like they would get the modded sponsor and like wild card would actually pay them money, but in return they had the ability to incorporate the mod into the actual final version of the game, which is a really cool idea. Because it's in a way it's like they're outsourcing, but they're still paying people for their content.
Yeah.
And then they did the like recently, I don't know if you saw this, but Wildcard, like they announced the final version of Ark is going to be like an actual full release version of the game is being released August 8th.
Oh, really?
Yes,
That's almost done.
And so in preparation for that, they released a full new map for the game called Ragnarok, which is actually it was a modded game. It was a modded map that was finished, and the developers of Ark actually asked the guys who modded it if they can add it to the final version of the game. So it was a mod that was added to the final version of the game.
Okay, that's cool.
So I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Always bring it back to Ark.
Hey man.
Hey, man.
It was relevant. It was relevant.
Hey, you guys know what's going on with that Sean Murray guy?
You know, we didn't talk about Sean Murray in the last.
We haven't. I know.
We didn't talk about him in the last podcast was the first time we didn't talk about Sean Murray.
That was a sad podcast.
It was.
What, Jody? What's up?
I'm pretty sure I brought him up.
Did you? There was one podcast recently that we did not talk about him. I remember.
Yeah, we
Because
did.
the last
right?
one was us three, Jim, and John.
No, the last
Nope.
one was just.
Me and you. I think it was just me and you.
No,
We
no,
ta-
no,
Jody
Jody was
did-
here too. We talked about E3 predictions.
Yeah, it was just us three.
Okay, then yeah, that's right. We didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then also for Bethesda, they announced Wolfenstein and
Oh
Evil Within
shit!
2.
Yeah, Wolfenstein looks so damn cool. I don't care about Evil Within,
Yeah, I will
but
say
I'm
like
sure it's a good game.
Bethesda didn't really announce anything other than Fallout VR. That I was like, oh man, it's pretty cool. Like the only reason I'm excited about Fallout VR is because I'm probably gonna actually play Fallout now. But I will say like,
Did you not play Fallout 4?
I mean, I played it for a while and then just like lost interest in it. It was just like, dude, I don't want to play no more.
Fallout 4 was the first one that I actually like sat there and played the shit out of till I beat it.
Fucking awesome. Such a
Yeah, it's really good.
Because I got tired of doing settlement shit. But anyway, I think it's pretty awesome that Bethesda, like pretty much everything they announced at E3 is coming out this year.
That's one thing that Bethesda's really good about.
Like, I mean, is there anything that they announced that's not coming out this year?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I will
either.
think it. I do think it's kind of dumb that like, isn't everything coming out around October? Not everything, but I know Wolfenstein and Evil Within are coming out in October.
Oh, Wolfenstein.
So, moving on,
Sony,
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft. Okay.
Can we talk about how damn good looking Mario and Rabbids looks?
Yes.
I didn't get a chance to see,
What
but I
the
heard it was
fuck?
awesome. I heard it looked really
Yes.
good.
Like,
That should not be an entertaining looking game.
I'm not a tactics game at all, like tactics gamer at all. But I want fucking Mario and Rabbids. I want to play the shit out of that.
It looks like if you want to play XCOM, but XCOM is a little too advanced, play Mario and Rabbids.
Yep.
It's like the perfect starting point for that kind of shit. It looked so cool.
Oh shit! It comes out in like 2 months too.
Yeah, So I had only heard that like a Mario and Rabbids game was being made, and I was like, this is gonna be some fucking stupid party bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And then see the footage, it's like, oh, they actually put like time and effort into this.
I will
I
say,
don't know, I
like,
was very impressed.
like the dude was talking, and he was like, "Oh, what's funnier with Rabbids and like Mario and Rabbids?" And I was like, "No, no." And then like they started showing gameplay, and I was
And
like,
yes,
"That's it,
yes.
that's it. I want to play it now."
Yeah. I don't know. It's like that was the biggest surprise for me.
I heard a lot of people talk about it, and I haven't had a chance to watch the video about it, so I need to do that.
Yeah. It's a cool Mario Tactics game. I didn't know I needed that in my life.
I will say, like, the games that are coming out on the Switch, like, more specifically the Mario games, I haven't been a big Mario fan
But
in,
you
like,
want to get into them, huh?
years. Like, since Super Mario 64. But,
Sunshine was my last one, I think.
but like, the ones that are coming out now, like,
Yeah.
I might
Like,
start
they
picking
got
up Mario
a little
games.
pep in their step. Like the hat possession thing is genius. Just become whatever. It's super cool. Man. I don't know. The games that Nintendo was showing off, like the core games, look pretty solid. Isn't that right, Kitty?
Um,
That's so adorable.
what else from Ubisoft?
They had Assassin's Creed.
They showed off more Assassin's Creed.
Which, I mean, we kind of talked about Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed.
That was all that I can think of that was worth mentioning.
Skull and Bones.
Oh yeah, Skull and Bones.
Yeah,
like-
Skull and Bones.
That's that
I know
pirate
everybody's
ship.
like, oh, but it's just the boat mechanics and shit from Black Flag.
It is though.
But that was my favorite part of Black Flag.
Was the ship stuff.
Was the ship shit.
And you see, I'm on the opposite end of that and think that the ship stuff was super. I don't know. I sucked at it.
Dude, I loved it. Like, it was fun. And I don't know, a game just dedicated to that, I'm super hyped about.
We're missing. We didn't mention 2 very big games by Ubisoft. Fucking Far Cry 5, which
Oh, yeah.
we knew about, and then Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh, shit!
Yeah. Like,
I forgot about that completely, but I shouldn't have.
I didn't even play the first one. I want to get the first one and play it for when the second one comes out.
Yeah.
I haven't played Actually, I know nothing about Beyond Good and Evil. All I know is that everybo's been fucking ranting and raving about
I
it.
played it as a kid when I didn't know that it was I guess a cult hit or whatever. But yeah, it was fantastic. It was very. I'm trying to remember because I've only played it once and it was so long ago. But it was like action adventure with like interesting dialogue and conversation about like government conspiracy and shit like that. It was really cool, but I know they had been planning on making Beyond Good and Evil 2 for the longest time, but it is, I guess, ended up in development hell.
I will
So-
say that pig dropped the F-bomb so many times.
I was at the store.
And I was like, wait, isn't this like
Whoops.
a kid's game? Because it's the original is rated T.
Yeah, the first one's like pretty kid friendly. Yeah, I was at the store and we had E3 on with the volume cranked up, and there was a kid in the back of the store, like by the arcade. Somebody was like, "To find that fucking monkey." I was like, "Oh,
Whoops. Yeah.
yeah,
Also,
Whoops. Turn it up.
yeah, fuck."
I mean, there's also you motherfucker, stop it. There's also one other one, South Park, the new South Park game.
I'm not
Like-
interested in the South Park game. Like, I'm gonna play it, but I'm not excited about it
I will
anymore.
say, the stick of truth, when it came out, everybody was like, oh man, it's fucking awesome. Like, this is fucking great. And I was like, nah, dude, it's a South Park game. Like, it looks like a South Park game.
Yeah.
Well,
Like-
I think that's what's cool about it is that
Right.
it looks like I'm playing the TV show.
Right, and I was like, dude, like no. And then I actually picked it up because it was like dirt cheap on Steam one time. I was like, you know what, I'll get it, and it's actually really fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The only problem is like, it didn't keep my attention for very long. I say it didn't keep
Okay.
my attention. Like I stopped playing for like a day, and then lost interest in it. But like, I'm not like super hyped about Fractured Butthole, but like, that title, by the way.
The
is
title
great.
is genius.
It is.
It is.
But if it comes out and it goes on sale on Steam, I'll probably get it.
Yeah. All right. So that was Ubisoft. So who are we going for next?
We're not going to talk about Redneck Simulator?
No, we're not.
Oh, Far Cry?
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about Far Cry pretty in depth on one of the other podcasts previously.
It looks like Far Cry with a hillbilly skin, and
It's like
and a couple like you get a dog, you get dog meat.
it's a renegade hillbilly fighting Trump supporters with a dog.
I will say, I think it's actually 4-player co-op this time.
Woo!
That's cool.
Last one was only two-player co-op, but I think this time you actually play as like prominent characters in the story.
Mm-hmm.
Last time you played as just some random ass fucking dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be 4-player co-op, which
I'll fucking play it.
is awesome.
But you'll play it once.
I
And
was
that's the issue that I have with co-op games that are only story. You play them once, and that's it. And I cannot
that's-
spend $60 on that.
I honestly I like Far Cry a lot, but I'm also, when it comes to Far Cry, I'm also a completionist to where like I gotta go to every outpost and collect all the outposts and like try and collect not every single thing, but like collect all the weapons, all the different gear, all the, like I said, outposts, and like try and collect everything before I'm like, all right, cool, now I'm gonna go to the end of the game.
Yeah, and let me say this: like, I'm not saying that game's going to be bad, and I'm not saying that it's not cool that they have a co-op feature. Are you okay, Alex?
Oh, I rolled over my toe.
Oh, ow.
Fuck.
But I don't like. If you're gonna add co-op to a game, like, make sure it has some replay value. And I feel like games like that, like, you get one playthrough out of them, and
Yeah.
that's really it
I don't
for
know,
a co-op experience.
I feel like that doesn't really matter to me because there's a lot of games where we're willing to spend $60 and only have one playthrough in single player. Why would it matter for multiplayer as long as it's at least a long length and at least I get enjoyment out of it? I don't really give a shit about that.
I will say
Personally.
I don't know if it was on Xbox, but I know for PS4, Far Cry 4 had this thing where if I had the game and you didn't, we could still play co-op.
yeah.
That's fucking weird.
So if they do that with Far Cry 5, then, you know, 4 of your friends chip in, I don't know,
$15.
yeah, $15. Then, like, you guys got a copy of Far Cry 5, and, like, you could play together and have fun.
I'm pretty good. You play the game and shit.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm just, like, I'm super happy about Far Cry, and
I'm happy for you, Jody.
thank you.
So Sony, I feel like I know part of this is because I paid the most attention to Sony's conference because I was the most interested in Sony's conference, but I feel like they had the most to show off. I could be wrong in that assessment, but like
I would say I think it also depends because I know Sony and Microsoft were the two biggest ones because I think Microsoft showed off like 40-something games total. And then I know Sony showed off a good bit. I have the list, so a lot of them aren't exclusive. Days Gone is going to be an exclusive,
Right.
Which Days Gone
looks really good.
fantastic.
yeah.
Then they showed Monster Hunter World, Shadow of the Colossus, which we kind of mentioned those already.
I want to go back to Days Gone. It looks awesome, but I'm starting to get tired of the zombie formula.
I get it.
Like, even with The Last of Us, I'm so excited for that game because it has such a cool, like, the characters are amazing. You get, like, really attached and shit, but...
Also, Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson.
What?
They're the voice actors for
Oh, okay, yeah.
Joel and Ellie.
But, Like it's just so overdone now. Everything.
It really is. I will say the thing that to me that Days Gone has over any other zombie game is the horde. Like there is no other zombie game other than maybe like Dying Light where you have to actually you're not worried about the individual zombies, you're worried about making noise and then getting a horde after you. And like there's multiple clips where the dude like is being chased by a horde or doing something to attract a horde. I don't know, I like the idea of a zombie horde instead of like, oh, there's 2 zombies, oh no, I'm gonna die. Like, oh no, I'm dead.
Well, I think that's kind of why I liked like Left 4 Dead, because Left 4 Dead had that like horde mentality as well, and that was really fun. And then like throwing the special infected in there, it was like a solid game. I'd kill for a 3, but
Also, Last of Us, they were clickers, not zombies.
it's true. They were infected.
I'll never forget. I saw a little comic of Joel going around to different things and yelling clickers, and he like had a remote and he's like clickers. A band and it's like clickers.
Oh my god. So if we're gonna talk about Sony, the 2 games that I'm
Go on.
2 games I'm super fucking excited about, which are the 2 games that will make me buy a PlayStation 4.
I already know.
The new God of War.
Uh-huh.
I'm fucking excited about it because I love the God of War games. Like God of War 3 was actually the first God of War I played myself because I watched a friend play through the entirety of God of War 1 and 2. And I fucking loved it. And the new God of War looks amazing. Like the fucking world snake that comes out of the lake was fucking awesome. And then also Detroit Become Humans.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say the new Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man looks good, but I've never played the Arkham games, so like the actual mechanics of Spider-Man, I don't really give a shit about, and I'm not as much of a comic book fan.
Okay.
Anyway, so like I played a lot, like Spider-Man 1 and 2 for the PlayStation 2, I think it was. Were fucking amazing. I played a shit ton of that, but like I'm not like super invested in the Spider-Man series. But Detroit Become Human, I'm super excited about.
I will say, I've never really cared for God of War, but the new one looks pretty awesome.
I really like it because it's Norse mythology, and I love Norse
Right.
I like that
mythology.
he like moved on to Norse mythology. I think that's really cool.
And,
And it's
like-
the same Kratos too. Like it's not like an alternate timeline or some shit. Like it's the same Kratos.
He's just like a grizzled old
Yeah.
immortal.
And like, I think the reason I kind of like this one more is I hated the chain dagger thing. Like I hated it. I don't know why.
It was really
I just-
hack and slashy.
Right. And like the idea and the concept behind it, I was like, no, like that, I don't like that. But now that his main weapon is just like a fucking battle axe,
It's a fucking frost axe.
and it's like that's cool. That's really badass. And I don't know, like the idea behind him like having a kid and shit is like, I almost want to play through God of War 1, 2, and 3 to play the new one.
Yeah, it humanizes him
Yeah, I
a
was
little
about
bit.
to say it definitely humanizes him. Cause,
Also,
like,
that beard.
and yeah,
Right?
right.
Dude,
And in all the games, like he's like he just has so much anger and rage throughout the entire thing, and like to see in this one, like he's trying to fucking teach his kid how to hunt and like,
and
you see
survive,
him, like,
and he's like protecting him.
like in the first demo that they showed, like when his son misses the shot and he gets like really mad and he stops for a moment, like calms himself down.
Yeah.
Like it's so interesting seeing him try and be a fucking parent. I don't know. It's cool.
I will say, like, I do really like how Kratos is, like, I guess parenting technique is like he's just like, hey, go kill this thing. Oh man, you fucked up. You better hurry up and fix it. You better hurry up and shit. Not gonna save you.
Fuck, I'm gonna save you.
But no, that one looks awesome. And then Detroit looks great as well. It's made by
Quantum Dream.
Quantum Dream, yeah.
It's the same people who
They
make
did
Heavy Rain.
yeah. Heavy
Yeah.
Rain and Beyond Two Souls. Those games are fantastic. Just the amount of choice you have.
Real quick, that's the game where they announced it like a year or two ago.
Yeah,
where
it's-
the dude had like the little girl
Uh-huh,
hostage.
yeah, that's
Yeah, on
Okay.
top of the
the
building, and you're
same
the
one.
android who kind of has to make a choice.
Right.
That's what I'm really excited about because it kind of brings if y'all haven't played Soma, it kind of brings like like that Soma-ish, like I guess humanizing feel of like AI becoming human, like, and it kind of plays on like those, like, I guess, like social constructs we have for like robots, but then like whenever the robots can actually feel and think, like, does that make them like us? Like, I really like those kind of concepts in game. Like, I don't know, it's really enjoyable, and I'm super excited about it, just because this is I didn't get a chance to play Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah, neither did I.
Because Beyond Two Souls was one of the PlayStation 4 release games.
I skipped Beyond Two Souls, but I played Heavy Rain.
Oh, dude, Heavy Rain was fucking
It was
phenomenal.
so good. It's the Origami Killer.
The Origami. And so, like, I'm just really excited about it because I think that they do a great job at decision-based games. So I'm super excited about that. That is the game that's going to make me buy a PlayStation 4.
For me, Shadow of the Colossus, like I mentioned before, I like remakes when they're remade.
Right.
I hate when they're like, oh yeah, 1080p now and 60 FPS. No, like, if you redo the game, yes, you have my money. Like
fucking Wind Waker HD remake was fucking
that is a
awesome.
fantastic, and like they added stuff, which is great.
Yeah, I will say, like, because they re-released Shadow of the Colossus as a download for PS4, didn't they?
Yeah, it was part of like an
HD
ICO bundle
remake or whatever.
Yeah.
But now that they're actually redoing it, like, I'm gonna get it.
I never got a chance to play Shadow of the Colossus.
And neither did I, and that's why I'm really excited for them, like, to remake it, because, like, I watched my roommate play it, but, like, I never actually played it.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to. So I'm, like, super hyped to get it.
It was. If you go and play it now, the controls are really clunky. They're completely fair to the game, but the story is really cool, and like the bosses are really creative. Like making puzzles out of these giant like beasts. I don't know. It's really cool to like. Okay, how do I have to take this guy down?
Right.
It's really cool to figure out.
That's one of the things I really liked about Titan Souls whenever you and I played through it.
Yeah, like that's why I like Titan Souls so much. It's got that same feel, just 2D
Yeah, it's just like a 2D top-down.
with one bow or one arrow.
One arrow, that's
God.
it. One arrow and one hit and you dead.
It's brutal. But and then Spider-Man. I'm a huge superhero fan. Spider-Man's my favorite superhero. And on top of that, they seem to be taking a lot of pointers from the Batman Arkham series, which is one of my favorite franchises of all time. I am so about that. There's so many cool moments in that damn demo. Like, when he shoots like the trip line spiderweb thing when the guy passes by and it snags it and sticks him on the wall. That shit's awesome. And then the environmental takedowns are really cool as well.
Like, I will say for a Spider-Man game, it seems like a very fresh and good take.
It looks like the most polished
Right.
Spider-Man game.
Also, Spider-Man / Peter Parker is voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, which is also a great
Who?
Yuri Lowenthal.
What's he done in the past? Oh my god. Okay.
He does a lot, but he's like his biggest roles is like Sasuke in Naruto.
Oh, okay.
I think he did Simone in Gurren Lagann. I'm trying to, like, he's done a bunch of shit. But like, I mean, his biggest thing is probably Sasuke.
Okay. But yeah, oh yeah, then they announced like Miles Morales is gonna be in it too. I don't know if he's the main, like I don't know if he's the Spider-Man in this one.
Dude,
Or Peter Parker and Miles are in it, or I don't know.
Are you gonna be mad if you like play Peter Parker for like 30 minutes and then he dies?
Oh, and they do some Metal Gear Solid 2 shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me
Me
too, mostly because like Peter Parker's voiced by Yuri Lowenthal.
Yeah.
I want to listen to Yuri Lowenthal the entire game.
I wanted Miles to be voiced by Donald Glover.
Dong Lover.
Donald Glover. Wait, what?
Dong Glover.
Stupid.
So that was pretty much it for Sony. So I guess really the only other one
That was Nintendo.
would be Nintendo.
Nintendo's conference was solid.
I was in and out on Nintendo.
They showed off Skyrim again. Very
Yeah, but I
briefly.
mean we knew that was coming because
Pokemon RPG.
Oh, The one thing about Skyrim being on the Switch is
The amiibo
yes,
thing, yeah.
the amiibo support.
I saw that they have a
Master
Zelda
Sword
tie-in.
Yes.
and the Zelda
Tunic.
Champion's Tunic.
Like
I saw that tie-in.
Like-
that's fucking cool.
the dude put it was one of the amiibos you have, I think, and like put it on the Switch, and like his chest from Zelda fell, and he opened it up and like had the fucking Master Sword and the tunic, and I was just like, I gotta get it now.
Right?
I gotta start getting amiibos now.
Fucking awesome, man. Like that was like the best tie-in. I'm excited for Nintendo just because I feel like that this E3 was kind of what the
Is
the Switch needed.
Yeah,
because they announced a
definitely.
lot of like very core games, like you said, they have that Pokemon RPG game. They announced the new
What?
There's a Pokemon RPG coming out, and they said they don't have a release date. There's no footage or nothing. They just announced. strictly that
Was it the
a
Pokemon Switch? Is that
RPG.
what it was?
Yeah, this is a Pokemon game for the Switch. Because
Yeah.
they reminded everyone that, hey, we're bringing a remastered or an updated version of Pokken Tournament.
Yeah,
but
Pokken
we
Tournament.
also have a Pokemon RPG in the works, and they said it could be more than a year before it's released, but we want to let you guys know that it is being worked on.
See, I'm super excited about Pikmin 4 because I love the Pikmin games. Mm-hmm. So I'm super
Oh,
excited
that
about
got
that.
announced?
Yeah, Pikmin 4. There's no announced. There's no release date or
okay.
anything announced.
Um,
They also announced the new Shin Megami Tensei.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey Redux. Oh, no, it's for 3DS. Sorry. Just kidding.
Never mind then.
JK. Obviously, Super Mario Odyssey.
what a sick ass fucking trailer with a catchy little song, dude.
Dude, I'm gonna
The
play
song
it.
was cool.
Let's see. They have.
Isn't Odyssey co-op too?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I heard that like apparently one person can play Mario and one person can play the Hat.
Interesting.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Then they also announced the. They talked about Xenoblade Chronicle 2.
Mm-hmm.
Sushi Striker, Way of the Sushido on 3DS.
Game of the Year edition.
Splatoon 2, obviously.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah,
Metroid for 3DS as well.
Yeah, Metroid is going to be a big one. Yeah, the Metroid Samus Returns for 3DS and Metroid Prime 4 for Switch. The Mario and Rabbids game. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, Bowser's Minions for 3DS.
Oh, cool. I love that
Oh,
series.
I didn't realize that they have a Kirby Switch game. I think that's just
Kirby
like
Switch game and a Yoshi Switch game.
Yeah, those are just like placeholder names. They don't
Yeah.
actually have much information on them.
The
Then
Kirby one, I'm glad that they're bringing Kirby back to like what Kirby used to be, and it's not the weird gimmicky like turn Kirby into a ball and the yarn stuff. Like it's a legit Kirby game. Reminds me
Yeah.
of like Crystal Shards on the N64.
Nice. Yeah, so that was pretty much it. But I mean, the titles that they announced are like pretty big hits. So
What's coming out this year?
Splatoon 2.
Splatoon 2,
just
Arms
came
comes out. Did it
Arms
just come
came
out?
Yeah, it came out this week.
Um,
Apparently it's really good, but no one's talking about it.
then also the
Rabbids, Odyssey.
then they're releasing actually the Zelda first pack of DLC comes out later this month. I think it's June 30th actually it comes out. Those are the only ones that I know for sure that are coming out this year. Let's see if Metroid Prime 4 has a release date. Nope.
Nope. That was just announced.
No release
But
date.
yeah, there was like a Fire Emblem game as well.
Yeah, but that one's for 3DS.
Oh, so it
Fire
doesn't-
Emblem
It
Warriors.
doesn't count or something?
No, we're talking about. No, it does count. But
No, the problem is we need Switch games right now, not 3DS games.
also they announced the Harvest Moon game.
You know what? I'm actually really upset there was no Animal Crossing.
I was thinking that I was like, that's like, because you and I talked about this. Like,
Yeah.
Animal Crossing lends itself so well to the Switch.
It does.
Like, Jody and I would play the fuck out of that. Like, he would come over and we'll fucking like go to each other's towns and destroy each other's trees, and then we'll just like hate each other for the rest of our lives. It's perfect. Or they need to do a Fantasy Life
More
2 for the
chats for-
Switch,
That would be awesome.
dude.
Fantasy Life was actually a cool concept.
It was.
Dude, him and I played so much Fantasy Life. I'm actually really, really upset that you and I didn't play the DLC because apparently the DLC added a fuck ton of content to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that's like they have a bunch of like other games. Like they announced Killing Floor 2 for PS4. I thought they already had that for PS4. Killing Floor 2.
It just it's free to play right now for PS Plus.
Okay. Knack 2. Like they have games like that, like the new Madden games, obviously. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Metal Gear Survive.
Yeah.
Which is that new Metal Gear game.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
I don't think he did.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Salty.
I mean, I'm still gonna get it and play it.
Fuck Konami.
I'm gonna try it. But like, this is Konami's one chance.
You know it's gonna suck. Look, and
I mean, honestly, like, I see it as a DayZ mod for Metal Gear Solid 5. I don't see it as a new game. I see it as a mod for an existing game.
Yeah. So that's all I got.
It's gonna suck, but it'll give me reason to hate them. Because now I'm
Are
just
you really gonna spend money on it
Yeah.
though?
I'm gonna try it.
All right.
I'm all for second chances.
Says the guy who never
Jody's
beat.
such a generous god.
Says the guy who never beat Phantom Pain.
Shut up, dude.
Damn, dude. To be fair, I was surprised I beat Phantom Pain. That game doesn't fuck around sometimes. It gets hard. But yeah.
It's a lot of fucking redoing the same shit over and over, too.
Yeah. Well, this podcast is going on plenty long.
Hour and 6 minutes.
Yeah. And, so either it was nothing spectacular, but it was pretty par for the course, but it was still, we got some cool announcements.
So I guess since everybody's gonna want to know, if you had to assign a winner,
Sony. Yeah, for
no
me.
one.
huh?
No one.
So
Losers.
Honestly,
You're
I'd
gonna
probably
say-
give it to Ubisoft.
Runner-up goes to Ubisoft for like, just for Rabbids and Mario alone.
Right, and like, because like Ubisoft had the most games that like I'm interested in, so like I'd give it to Ubisoft.
So I was gonna say, like, if I had to choose which, so if you had to rank them, basically, like depending on how you would rate them,
Okay, so
I would choose Sony just because they have the most Sony exclusive games I'm really interested in.
Mm-hmm.
But really, it's only 2 of them. Like like the amount of excitement I have for God of War and Detroit Become Human is like ungodly exponential. Like
Yeah.
I'm super excited about those games. But as for like content that they included in the actual conference, I would have to give it to Microsoft because they actually they showed the most amount of games. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever I'm looking at this list, majority of the games were announced at the Microsoft conference. Plus, they announced a new console. So
Yeah.
just for content included in the actual conference, I would have to go Microsoft. But the games I'm most excited about would be Sony, just for those 2 games.
yeah.
Now, that being said, I'm super excited about Ubisoft games. I'm super excited about Fallout 4 PS for VR, I mean. And I'm super excited about a few of the Microsoft games. And I'm going to get an Xbox One X. Which also, if you take the first initial of all of those things, it spells Xbox out. Xbox One X spells Xbox.
That's why they did it.
That's not confusing at all.
Xbox One, Xbox One, Xbox One, Xbox.
It's an Xbox One Xbox. It's the box that goes in. But yeah, so I personally would have to give it to Microsoft just for the content that they included in the actual thing. Once again, probably unpopular opinion though.
I mean, that's the
To be
Microsoft fanboy.
the real winner is Devolver Digital. I'm just saying.
Well, and to
Watch
be
that
honest, like I'm
conference.
really not that big of an Xbox fanboy. I'm trying to look at it as like, I guess like objectively as possible, because there's only a few Xbox games I'm actually really excited about, and to be honest, like most of them aren't Xbox exclusives. They're going to be on PC as well, so I can just play them on fucking PC. But yeah,
Cool. Well, that concludes this podcast. Immature Hour number 27. My name's Eric,
my name's Alex.
Damn journey.
and we will see you guys in the next video!
But this wasn't a video.